I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to catch the reflection, but there is a tiny leak that is probably occurring from this valve stem. Well, it's not enough to really show very well. I'll move the camera, maybe you can catch the reflection. It's not like there's a big leak, but there is a small leak. I'm looking at the garage door. The only split I see is here. And I didn't, back up so you can get some perspective. I didn't notice that when I originally walked through. Fortunately, Ron Cooper's very, very good. That's the only one that I see. So you've got one panel bad for certain. Now, instead of the patch method that I suggested, you see this reinforcement bar right here that runs the length? This guy right here. I would get another one and I would put it on this guy right here, this just above, well, at the bottom of the second panel is how I would word that. And that's probably how I would address that. Not a big deal. Okay, I'm over, well, the garage area. So it would fall about here, and this or the toilet would likely have been the leaker. I don't know of any reason. No, it has to have been a leak from either the sink or the toilet. Underneath the sink, yeah, there was probably some moisture in there at one time, but it's not now. I'm not seeing any marks. Well, my guess is that it was the, it has to have been this that was the leak. There's just nothing else in this area because we're at the other end of the, we're at the back of the house with this one. So there was a leak. Question is when? We should hear back from the other agent. I would expect today on the patches and when that occurred. Now at the side gate, and I think Ron said it was rusty, and it could use a coat of paint, but it's solid. I'm not seeing any problems with that. Well, there's some rust. Yeah, it should be painted. I don't think that would be first on my list though to get done. It'll be fine that way for quite a while, and then I'd use some Rust-Oleum on it. Nice house. Hello, I'm at Charnita, and the stove now appears to work to me. At least all the burners light. On the dishwasher, not knowing much about dishwashers other than the one I have, let's see, we'll do this one. So yes, I'll turn this thing to off. But yep, it does sound like it's working. It did shoot water out, so I'm going to say that's a go. Okay, let's take a look at this again. You know, if I had to guess, I would say there was a leak. But it's not not a roof leak at this point because it's, you know, we're at the bottom floor of a 2-story, so I'm going to go up and see what I can see upstairs. More like a plumbing leak. Okay, I believe this to be the place in question. Now, let me back up so you can get a better view of it. Okay, as you can see, this is a continuous block wall. Design tells me, I'm an engineer, that you should have stress reliefs cut in those walls every 15 feet. They never do it. I see nothing of a concern. It's solid feeling. So I personally would do nothing about it. Ron Cooper, his job is to find every problem possible. Now, on the shared walls, if there were not shared walls, you would have this wall, maybe a 1-foot gap, and then a whole nother wall sitting there. But there's only one, and so that's the shared walls on question number 9. Yeah, I don't see anything else. And again, Ron Cooper is very, very good. He's very meticulous. I would not have spotted that, but yep, you can see slightly wider gaps in there. I would do nothing about that. Could have been that way for 10 or 15 years.